So, this is the first episode of the Movie Chat podcast with me, Alex Deasy, and my friend,
co-director,
co-host.
Sorry.
What's your name, mate?
Jackson Memet.
Yeah. And on this podcast, we're going to be talking
What's your middle name?
About Michael.
Oh, yeah, no, I know that.
God, don't need that in the public zeitgeist. You know, all those people that are listening to this.
Zeitgeist.
Anyway, yeah, we're going to be talking mostly about movies on this podcast.
As you could probably tell by the
But
name.
maybe other stuff. Like maybe TV.
You know what?
Occasionally. Yeah. Like The Mandalorian, for example.
I've still not seen it.
Which Jackson hasn't seen because he's a fake Star Wars fan. And
Fake Star Wars fan? Do you know where I was the other weekend?
Yeah, we know you were at Star Wars Celebration. I was there too. But we're not talking about that right now.
No, sorry.
We're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which we've seen twice. We saw it for the second time today. Jackson, give me your... I mean, I know what you think, and it's
Peak
wrong.
MCU.
Why?
Top 5.
Why?
But I feel like I say top 5 every time I see a good MCU film.
When was the last time you saw a good MCU film?
No Way Home.
In the good old days. So obviously, I don't think either of us have been over the moon with the MCU recently. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was shit.
I
thought that movie was...
That was the worst MCU film ever.
Yeah, that was a low point. But I feel like since then, because there has not been any series, because I feel like last year... It was
What is the next series?
Secret Invasion.
When is that?
June 21st. So soon.
June 21st, as if you don't know it. Exact date, rattled off.
Yeah, mate, there's a lot going on in this brain. Because I feel like last year, it was just constant, because it was like, Moon Knight, this is pretty good. Ending, bad. And then it was like, Doctor Strange, this should be good. Never mind.
God, Doctor Strange was...
And then it was Miss Marvel, which neither of us have seen.
We've
seen the first couple episodes.
I've seen 2, I think.
Yeah, I've seen 2. And then I started the third, and I was like, I'm bored. So I stopped.
Mm.
And then Thor came out at the same time.
I think Thor is overhated.
I liked Thor the first time I saw it, and the second time I fell asleep. And
I've only seen it once.
And then She-Hulk was...
She-Hulk was...
terrible.
No.
Now, She-Hulk started off fine, I thought. But I think...
She-Hulk ended, I think, did an opposite of what all the other shows have been like.
They all start well, and then they...
end badly.
Yeah, where She-Hulk started well and ended well, I think. But did it really end well? Nah, the first episode was pretty good.
Nah. The episode where she goes to that retreat?
Damn,
terrible.
Mate, that was like episode 6. The first one was with her and Bruce.
Yeah, where she goes to that beach place.
No, that was good. And they talked about how Captain America's a virgin and stuff. It was funny.
Nah,
Peak comedy in the
wasn't
MCU.
very good.
And then I feel like after that it was just kind of like a weekly, and they teased Daredevil like 4 episodes before he came in, and then every week I was like, come on.
To be fair, I don't think I would have watched all of it if I didn't think Daredevil.
The Daredevil episode was really good though.
Yeah.
And I liked how he showed up in the second one. But I do wonder, because at the end it's kind of like he's like part of their family. And
Well, how has this become a She-Hulk conversation?
I don't know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, so there was She-Hulk, and then there was Black Panther, which was good. Like, Black Panther was like a strong...
Black Panther was Avatar, but better.
I disagree, but that's not what we're talking about today. I'm not getting into the Avatar conversation. Yeah, I think Black Panther was like a good, and like, I mean, technically...
It wasn't as good as Guardians.
Yeah, but Black Panther was the end of Phase 4. And I feel like...
So?
Yeah, but no, but just like, it was a good, and it also last year, I feel like it was just, so much last year was just not, it just wasn't that good, and I feel like everyone was so disappointed, but I feel like Black Panther was kind of like universal, like...
To be fair, it's been getting better, apart from Ant-Man.
Well, yeah, Black Panther was good, and then we get to Ant-Man, and...
I don't know if
the worst MCU movie they've ever made.
I don't know if I should rewatch Ant-Man or not. I kind of feel like I might.
I'm going to rewatch it, but I'm not looking forward to it. Because I remember in Ant-Man, like, it started and I was like, fine. Like, this is fine. This is just normal.
Yeah.
And then it just got bad. Like, because MODOK
it didn't start
MODOK was weird and, like, made me feel ill every time he came on scene.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, just don't be a dick. Like, MODOK was the only one with any, like, character development at all. And it's MODOK.
To be fair, I was going to say MODOK was, like, so not comic accurate Not that I think that's that big
Yeah,
of
but
a deal.
they don't really do that a lot though. That's kind of the
No,
thing.
Adam Warlock in Guardians is super non-comic accurate either,
Yeah,
as well. Sorry.
but I think like in Ant-Man, I think Kang. I don't feel like 'cause everyone came out and me included was like, oh yeah, but Kang was really good. But I feel like Kang was not good. Jonathan
Wow,
Majors
is
was
Kang even going to show up
Jonathan
again?
Majors was really good.
Probably not.
Is he a good guy? We don't know yet. But like he was really good. But I feel like the character, like, and when you're watching it and you're just thinking like this completely is at odds with what he said. Not completely at odds with Loki, but like what they said in Loki is kind of.
But he was a different guy.
Yeah, I know, but just what he said about because it seemed like in Ant-Man, like this is like the big bad Kang, but obviously like he got sucked into like a machine at the end. But anyway, we're not talking about that movie.
Yeah, we've been talking about.
So that's our thoughts on the MCU as of late. And now,
I mean, there's a lot more, but yeah.
And
I
then-
feel like Guardians
3 coming up.
Guardians 3 doesn't even feel like an MCU film though. It's so disconnected.
No, it feels like a phase 2 or 3.
Yeah, but that's
a good thing.
good thing,
But it doesn't feel like,
especially now.
and it is completely disconnected.
Yeah, which is great. That's
Like,
so
I feel
good.
like, to be fair, but I feel like Black Panther was as well.
Yeah, but I just it being set on Earth,
I feel like a lot of the Marvel movies recently, if they're not connected,
they're good.
nah, because Thor wasn't really connected, and that was shit.
No Way Home.
No Way Home's the only one that was connected and was
Good.
really good. Because Doctor Strange, I mean, I like Doctor Strange too. But
I've
I
only
know-
seen it once, but I did not enjoy it.
I think if you
I
watch it
I
again-
left that film and I said to the person I watched it with, I said, I think that's the bottom 5 MCU film.
Nah, see, I think if you watch it again, like it's quite. Because I think when I was watching, I was like, "This is so like low stakes," and I felt like the way they marketed it and the way it was set up, it was like, "This is like universe breaking," but it just wasn't. It was just like a small story about Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, which is fine.
But they
When
just
you-
wasted that villain so much. She was
Yeah,
such a
I
good
mean-
setup. She should have been an Avenger.
Yeah, but anyway, let's actually talk about Guardians now. So Guardians 3, I mean, I was excited, but I wasn't like. I thought it looked really good. You were every time we went to cinema, Jackson was like, "Oh my god,
buzzing. I was
this trailer's
buzzing
gonna be
for
so good." But when we first saw it, I thought it was good, but kind of my own fault. I thought that because, and I still haven't checked if James Gunn actually said it, but I swear he said
someone's
someone's
gonna
gonna die.
I don't think he did. I think he probably said don't get too attached to anyone.
But it was so like, I was so had it in my head that they're gonna kill someone. I think it's because I thought he said that and just other stuff that when they didn't kill someone, I was kind of like, because I was waiting for like a big like emotional moment, and there was one. Like we watched it again today, and there is one, and I get that now, but I feel like I was looking for like a Tony Stark dying level thing. Not that it would be, because obviously the Guardians aren't as big as like that, but.
How did you enjoy Doctor Strange the way that was marketed?
No, I didn't. When I first saw it,
What, you didn't like Doctor Strange when you first saw it?
I was very disappointed, but I didn't think it was bad.
Okay, yeah. To be
I thought
fair,
it was a decent movie, but it just wasn't what I was expecting it at all.
And you think, and this is significantly better than Doctor Strange?
Oh, yeah. Yes, obviously.
Okay, I need to clarify that.
Yeah, obviously. No, like, Doctor Strange was just a marketing thing. Like, if they just marketed Doctor Strange as like another Doctor Strange movie, I would have been like, cool. Because that's what it is. You just watch it. And it's pretty good. I think Doctor Strange 1 is probably a better movie, but I think if I had to rewatch one, I'd probably rewatch Multiverse of Madness, because like, it's kind of just like weird and it's fun.
No,
Jackson
it's
hates
not
fun.
fun. It's not fun either.
It's not fun, but
boring.
it's weird.
Yeah,
It's a weird, like, Sam Raimi like movie, like, and like the scene with
and
the
it's multiverse of madness, and he ends up in one universe, slightly
green
where
is
there's
red.
and like there's leaves on some of the buildings, and that is about the only difference. How is that multiverse? We are still not talking about Guardians.
Yeah, let's. So go on. What did you think of Guardians?
Top 5 MCU
That's not
films.
enough.
Not enough. Oh, that's not enough.
You guys be
Dialogue.
like, top 5 MCU, right?
No,
On to the
no,
next.
mate, I was all right. Top 5 MCU films, best since No Way Home. That by a landslide. I thought Black Panther was a little bit dull.
To be fair, I've seen Black Panther 3 times. The third time, I was like, I don't need to watch this again.
I'm not surprised. You saw it 3 times.
No, I saw it twice quickly, and I saw it the third time in like January or something because we just didn't know what to watch, and we just went and watched that.
Okay, fair. Oh, that was with me.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think Guardians is very like it feels. It just feels like the MCU. Like, it kind of feels like it would just come after Guardians 2.
What, Black Panther?
No, Guardians 3.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it feels like it should have come out like 2019 or something.
Oh, I think that's a good thing though.
No, it is a good thing because I feel like I think a lot of the problem with the MCU recently is that they've not let people have too much freedom with like the directing, but not
enough. They've not got enough
not got enough what
freedom.
Nah, but I think like you give Taika Waititi and say like do what you want. He's gonna make like.
Mate, that's not a good example with my.
But the thing was, what my example was that James Gunn has kind of always done that with Guardians. Like, it's always been his kind of thing.
Nah, the first one I think is probably quite distinctively different if you rewatched it now.
Yeah, but it's still like a James Gunn. Like, it's still like he's always been quite involved. And like when they did Infinity War and Endgame, like he was involved in writing them.
He co-wrote. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He wrote the scenes for them.
He didn't write the scenes for them. He didn't write the scenes for them.
I swear he did.
He didn't.
First disagreement. I'm looking it up.
He wrote the Russo, or not, whoever wrote it. I don't even know.
Was he on set or did he direct?
He wasn't on set. Everything they wrote for the Guardians. Your background.
Stop.
Everything they wrote for the Guardians.
It's Creed. My background is Creed, just in case anyone was wondering. It's not some weird. Jackson making it sound like some weird thing. It's my favourite movie, man. Leave me alone.
Is it? That's not your favourite.
Yes, it is. Just keep talking, man. I'm doing research.
Everything they wrote for the Guardians, they sent to James Gunn and he had to approve, but he didn't write anything. I think the only thing he wrote was that Invisible Drac scene.
Yeah, but hang on, let's see. Anyway, keep talking about Guardians 3. Why is it so good?
Guardians 3 is just... It's good. I don't know. The characters, I think James Gunn cares more about his characters than any other director.
Well, we previously knew that Gunn contributed some dialogue to the film. He also had a hand... Oh, okay. Yeah, he did the music he picked.
He picked the one song. He picked one song for them to end. I literally read about this yesterday, I think.
This sounds important. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Anyway, that's settled.
That's settled. I was right.
Fine, God. But yeah, I think Guardians 3 is very like it is just feels like that kind of classic MCU. I was just watching it and I was like, this is so like just the story is like so much more interesting than like you think about Thor. Like, what was the story of Thor: Love and Thunder? Tell me.
He wanted to save Jane's life. No, that's not right. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, no. I do remember.
What's the story of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness?
Wanda was looking for her kids in another dimension, but Thor, Gore was just killing people when he had to stop Gore. That was it. That was the whole story. And then there was the thing with Jane.
The thing with Jane.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't know. Thor is better than Doctor Strange 2.
I disagree.
It's way more enjoyable.
I think Guardians 3 just like had. I think because they're characters that we've known for a while. Because a lot of the Phase 1 and because Guardians came out in 2014, so it would have been Phase 2. And this is the only because as much as Thor. Okay, apart from Thor, because Thor was completely different than he was then. This is like the only film recently that's had characters that we've had for that long. Like Guardians, the first one was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
I think that's why it feels so different because, like, even when you have like a Thor: Love and Thunder where it's like an older character, or like Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, they kind of reimagine it so much to the point where it doesn't even feel the same. Whereas I feel like Guardians has always felt the same, and it's kind of always felt like a bit different from.
You know what it is though? I think James Gunn, when he did the first Guardians as well, like he picked which characters were going to be on the team.
Yeah.
He cares about the characters. Taika Waititi, I don't like. I'm sure he cares about Thor, but he was given Thor.
Yeah, because Guardians is so and Guardians is so like specific because it's really the only because you have the Avengers because the Avengers are like the team up movies of everyone. But Guardians of the Galaxy is the only team in the MCU.
Yeah, that's like a solo team.
Yeah, like it's like I don't know, like another superhero team.
X-Men.
I can't think of. Yeah, kind of. Is
It's
similar
not
to
as big
X-Men.
as X-Men though.
Because Avengers, when the Avengers movies come out, like the Guardians of the Galaxy are technically like part of the Avengers or like whatever. They're in them.
They're in the films.
And each time, like, 'cause obviously it was Joss Whedon, then it was the Russo brothers, and now it's going to be Des and Daniel Craig, and then whoever does Secret Wars, if they even happen with Kang. Yeah, I feel like because the only other person, because the first director to do a trilogy in the MCU was John Watts for Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
no, is that right?
yeah, it is
Mad.
because there was a point where we thought James Gunn wasn't going to finish it because he got fired, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he made Suicide Squad.
Yeah. No, but they signed it back on before that.
No, but this would have come out way sooner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But if it
This was like meant to come out pre-COVID, no?
I think 2020, and then it would have been delayed anyway. But then it
Yeah.
probably would, and it was obviously delayed again. Because I feel like there's not really any other films like trilogy like and like Peyton Reed did a trilogy as well, but it's like fucking Ant-Man. Like,
I
but the
didn't
thing
even
is,
know he did the first one.
I feel like because if you're making an Ant-Man movie, you know it's Ant-Man. If you make Spider-Man, it's Spider-Man. But like you said, he got to pick.
Yeah, he picked what characters he wanted.
Yeah, and he's only added as he's wanted to. Like he's only added Mantis and like it's not like Avengers where
Like he made the
team.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Like he picked.
Yeah,
like the comics have now completely been influenced by what team the MCU had.
yeah.
So I think he loves the characters that he's picked. Whereas, like I said, Taika Waititi was given
Thor, you get given Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he didn't make Thor. He made like this weird, wacky sort of comedy Thor. And whereas James Gunn,
yeah, but Guardians of the Galaxy is comedy, kind of.
yeah, but like Rocket Raccoon is very still like comics. Rocket, Star-Lord is the most different probably.
Really? How's
Yeah.
Star-Lord different in the comics?
He's not into like music. That was a complete that
Yeah,
was completely
I
out
feel
of
like the
James
music
Gunn.
as well. That's such like an iconic part of it. Like that's such I feel like a thing that Guardians of the Galaxy movies are known for, is like the music, and I think stuff like the holiday special as well is so like you wouldn't get that for like anything else in the MCU.
Yeah, and Star-Lord's like a massive, just like he's not as like heartfelt in the comics.
No.
He's probably had a relationship with Gamora, but he's definitely not as like invested in it.
But no, I thought the movie. I think it's really good. I think it's the best. It's the best thing that anything Marvel like series or movie since No Way Home. I think since Endgame, No Way Home and this are the only ones that have really sort of delivered. No, things I've liked most of the movies. Like Black Widow's fine. I love Shang-Chi. Eternals was pretty good. No Way Home is obviously great. And then everything last year, like Black Panther was obviously the best one, and Thor and Doctor Strange, I mean, they're just whatever, really. And Ant-Man was shit.
Thor and Doctor Strange are just so forgettable.
But
Whereas I feel like Guardians, to be fair, this is the ending of the Guardians though as well, so it's obviously gonna be memorable.
But also, like, it's kind of sad because like it's kind of like I was saying about how they're the only characters kind of left from like phase 1 and 2. Like, it's kind of like that whole phase is kind of done.
But Star-Lord's coming back, no? Like, is he coming back?
Yeah, it said the legendary Star-Lord, as he was called for some reason, will return.
I feel like, I don't know.
I don't know how.
Could be a variant.
I mean, what do you think they're going to do going forward? Do you think they're going to make Guardians 4 with that new team? Because I think that new team in the credits is quite weak.
Nah.
Rocket, Groot, Kraglin, Adam Warlock, fine, and then Cosmo the dog.
I loved Cosmo. I thought Cosmo was great.
But that's part of the team. And then that girl, does she has powers?
Oh, she is a comic character. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, but like, I don't know because I think it's
surely all the kids have that power then as well, right?
I don't know if they because I remember the high evolutionary saying that they can fix this thing in whatever seconds, but I thought he was like a decent villain, but he wasn't.
Nah, he was a great villain, I thought.
He's definitely better than Ronan, and I feel like he's better than Ego because I think when you rewatch Guardians 2, it's kind of weird because there's no villain until the end.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
of the reveal with Ego, so I feel like it's better for.
Did you rewatch the 2 Guardians?
No, I didn't. But I feel like the High Evolutionary. I feel like he's the first villain in a while with Marvel that you really just kind of hate.
Yeah, but that's good. I think that's like.
I feel like they went through such a phase of like the sympathetic villain, And
Yeah,
obviously
no.
they're trying to do that with Kang, but that's different because he's a overarching thing. Like you kind of have to do that to make it interesting. But like Namor, like yeah, he's a villain, but then we all know Namor's going to be like
an Avenger.
yeah, Scarlet Witch. They're obviously not going to keep a villain. Gore, which
I don't even know.
wasn't.
Do
in
you
the
think
movie.
Scarlet Witch will even come back?
Yeah, of course she will. She's such a popular character.
Yeah, but
But I
don't
think
know.
yeah, I think the High Evolutionary was like a very good, just like evil villain. But he did shout a lot. I've seen a lot of people saying that like he just kind of towards the end he just kind of starts screaming, and he has these like vague. I feel like they do this so much in like just movies. Like, he's got these vague mind powers where he can just crush a room of people.
No, but I think that was just like his suit as well. That wasn't
Yeah,
him.
they never really explain that. And it's
But
just
I don't think that there's so much in this film that's like unexplained. Like Cosmo, just I know he Cosmo was in the holiday special.
Yeah, but even then they don't explain. She
Yeah.
was there. Yeah, but I think like they don't need to explain where she came from. Like she's probably just on Nowhere, and that's where they ended up. Like they never explained how they ended up on Nowhere after Endgame, and how they're like
that's
so
true.
important there. But like I don't think that really matters.
No, but that's my point. Like, does it matter how the High Evolutionary got his powers?
Kind of. They're very. Like,
it's just
very strong.
Yeah, he just moves things with his mind.
Yeah. How?
But why do you need to know that?
No, but it's just like it's kind of just like you should probably just say like, oh, he's. Like
He's got a suit.
He's a telekinetic or whatever.
He's got a suit. That's all it.
That'll do.
That's all you need
That's
to
all you
know.
need. That's lazy writing right there. Fuck James Gunn. Superman's gonna be terrible.
To be fair, you more optimistic for Superman now.
I was always optimistic for Superman. Mate, the Suicide Squad is so good.
Yeah, but it's just not. You know what? I
will be interested to see what because he can't make Superman the way he's made.
The Suicide Squad is just sort of like Guardians, though.
Well, yeah.
But so it's a bit. I don't know how different is this going to be compared to focusing on just Superman?
Well, I think he has to be different because the things I haven't seen any of his other movies outside of the three Guardians and
The Suicide Squad.
But I think he's done, like
Scooby-Doo.
Slither, Super. Yeah, but he didn't direct those.
No, he wrote it.
But like, I can't imagine because he's
That's
saying,
also kind of like Guardians.
yeah, all this stuff is really wacky, and I feel like Superman obviously can't be that. He can't make Superman. He won't. He's not stupid.
Yeah, I know. I do. Yeah. He's not. He knows that people would, if he made it.
He knows it's just not like Superman's just not like that. But he also I think he also knows that people don't want another depressing Superman.
I mean, there's only been one, but also like, Zack Snyder just I don't think understood the characters.
God, we're going off topic here.
Mate, we were going off topic for the
The
first.
one thing with the movie, I wish that Rocket. Oh, this is full spoilers, by the way.
Oh yeah.
In case anyone's listening, full spoilers. I wish Rocket came back earlier because I feel like I really missed Rocket bit because I feel like Rocket is such like a key part of that team.
He had his flashbacks.
Yeah, but I wanted to see him interact with the team more because you don't see it at the start because he gets fucked straight away, and then at the end, like you get it, but a lot of it is like fighting.
This
And then
is
at
like
the
an
end-
origin story, but on the third film.
for who?
Rocket.
Yeah, because I think weren't they gonna make like a Rocket and Groot like TV show? Movie?
I think, and then James Gunn made this
And
instead.
they folded it in, yeah. But like when you think about it, it's kind of weird that like he just decided to make the last movie just about Rocket.
I think that was always his plan.
Really?
I think Bradley
Maybe
Cooper said from the start he was saying he was going to do that.
I don't know, but like it's because it is a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, but like it is. But the thing is, there's a lot of focus on Rocket, but it's not like.
Yeah, but then the first one is very Star-Lord heavy. And then the second
I'd
one
still
is
say
also...
Star-Lord is the main character in this one. I wouldn't say Rocket is because you don't see enough of him interact with the Guard. I think I wish I had.
all about Rocket.
Yeah, but I wish I had more. It's all about Rocket, but Rocket's not in it. I'd say it's very even between him and Star-Lord, but I wish Rocket came back, maybe even like 20 minutes earlier, just so you could have more interactions with him and the Guardians. Because when it happened again, I was like, he's such like an integral part of that team for like a different dynamic.
But if they had like recovered him, then that's sort of like the end of the film. To be fair, they could have done it.
No, I know. Like, I'm not like it wouldn't have worked in the movie if they brought him back. But I'm saying I just would have liked to see him interact more, and obviously they would have had to change the film completely for that. And obviously I couldn't have done what James Gunn did. Like I'm not.
Could you not have?
But yeah, I just kind of missed, and I feel like also the thing when we saw it today for the second time, I thought it's weird that I don't know, like he can't really speak, so like, it's difficult, but it's weird that Star-Lord is the one like we need to save and not Groot. Groot doesn't seem to care that much.
Groot hasn't known Rocket as long as Star-Lord has, though.
That is true. Because
This
I keep forgetting it's Groot's son. It's not.
And also,
Now you say that, but like in Infinity War when he dusted, he said Dad. They said that the thing he said was Dad. He called him. Oh, yeah.
that wasn't James Gunn though.
Yeah, but James Gunn knows.
But
I don't know. I did like Groot in this movie, but he definitely had the least to do out of all of them.
Yeah, but how much can he do? Like, how much character development can you do for a guy that only says "I am Groot"?
True.
Like, it'd be a bit, you know who Rocket is the closest with in this film is Nebula, because they were the only two that didn't get dusted.
In Endgame, yeah.
So
Yeah,
Nebula
Yeah.
is probably the one that cares most about Rocket now, or not cares most, but
Spent the most time.
yeah,
Well,
and been through the most.
did they? Because in Endgame,
They were the only two Guardians, and they stayed together.
did they both stay on Earth?
No, they went off.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
the
'cause
thing
in
where
that
they
phone call,
hologram.
yeah. That great scene. Don't even know why I'm saying that. Wasn't even a bad scene. I feel like I can just remember that looking really weird.
Mm,
And Okoye is just there.
I don't know. Can't remember.
You need to rewatch Endgame.
I know it do.
But yeah,
3 hours though.
the MCU is back. No, it's not. Because the thing is, this doesn't.
What's the next film?
The Marvels. But the problem is that you can't, like, with Black Panther and Guardians, I feel like the MCU needs the big connected films like Ant-Man and Doctor Strange to work to stay active.
What do you mean?
Because
to stay active?
if you want to develop, like, the overall story, like, because in Phase 3 it was, like, films like Civil War, like, I'm trying to think of other ones.
In what?
No, see, like in the first few phases, like the big films that like everyone loved was like Avengers, Iron Man, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Guardians, because these are films that set up like Guardians set up Thanos, Winter Soldier had all the Hydra stuff, and then you had other films like Ant-Man, which is like quite contained and was like a good movie, and I felt like they've had like Guardians 3 is a really good movie, but it doesn't. Like, you couldn't really watch Guardians 1, 2, and 3 on their own because you miss Endgame in the middle and it doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah, but Gamora's just back with no memory.
But I'm saying they need, like, those films where everyone goes see it because they want to stay connected to be big. And I feel like Ant-Man should have been that, but it was bad, so no one went to see it. Because everyone was like...
What was the box office on that one?
It's about 350 million. I don't think it even broke even.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah,
to be fair, but that's also just sort of... Do you not think that's a bit of fatigue of the MCU after just terrible films?
No, I don't think it is because obviously No Way Home made like nearly like $2 billion, and then Doctor Strange I think was just rode the high.
Yeah, but any Spider-Man film would make a ton of money.
Yeah, but I think
Doctor Strange made a ton of money off of
Spider-Man
and pretending that they were going to do something big.
Yeah, and then Thor made let's see how much Thor made. I think Thor made like 700 and Black Panther made about the same. But I think both Thor and Black Panther didn't make as much as the previous like the previous film. Like Thor Love and Thunder didn't make as much as Ragnarok. Let's see. Thor Love and Thunder box office.
Yeah, you
can't find it. But yeah, I think they need I think they really need Ant-Man to work. Because they've introduced Kang now, and everyone was like, "Fucking hell, that movie was shit."
But Kang worked. Everyone liked Kang.
I don't know if he did. I think Jonathan Majors is just really good. I think he's just a really good actor.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of people saying they prefer the High Evolutionary to Kang.
Someone was like, just make him a Kang variant or something, didn't they? Oh, okay, 465 million worldwide. That is for a third MCU movie. That is quite poor. Love and Thunder was 760 million.
Oh, that's pretty high to be fair. He is a legacy character.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever 854. Oh, okay.
That's a big culture thing though as well.
Guardians has already made 282, and Ant-Man made 465 in his whole run. So
what is Guardians on at the moment?
282 already.
Yeah.
Guardians will be very successful, but I think the Marvels will be very telling because
but a lot of people just don't have hope in it because Captain Marvel wasn't very good.
I think but the problem is everyone saw Captain Marvel.
Yeah, because it was between.
Everyone saw it because it was between Infinity War and Endgame, and that movie. You forget that movie made like $1.3 billion.
Yeah, but is this one gonna make that? Probably
No,
not.
it's
No one
not.
saw Miss Marvel. No one saw Captain Marvel. Or not, no one saw it.
I think the problem with Captain Marvel is that they didn't use her enough because I feel like we were expecting her to be such a big character in Endgame. She's in it at the start and at the end. That's it.
But she's just also not a very good character. Miss Marvel is way more interesting than Captain Marvel. I liked the trailer for the Marvels though.
It looks alright.
I think it looks better than.
But I think
most of the stuff that's coming.
I think
recently.
Guardians was kind of like not guaranteed hit, but like it's kind of like because Guardians of the Galaxy's got such a good like reputation.
To be fair, James Gunn is about to do DC as well. That might give it a bit of a boost.
Yeah, that is true. But the next movie, the Marvels, and next year we've got Captain America, Thunderbolts, and Blade.
Is Blade will be Blade
probably, and then we've got Fantastic Four in 2025 and Kang Dynasty, and then Secret Wars in 2026.
Untitled.
Well, they set the dates. I mean,
where's Deadpool?
Oh yeah, maybe that's not on here. I think Deadpool 3 is next year. Yeah, Deadpool 3 is next year as well, in November.
God, if Deadpool 3 is bad, that is.
But I think the thing is though, I think after Ant-Man, because like Doctor Strange, when it was like divisive and thought they didn't care because it made shit tons of money. Ant-Man didn't make as much money as it should have.
No, Ant-Man
like there was hype around Ant-Man.
Yeah, but I think
like,
then
more than
everyone saw it initially.
More than there was for Ant-Man. Yeah, everyone saw it and then
said it was bad, and then
I
no one was
always
watching
do the
it.
test of like, do I tell my dad to see it? No, like if it's good, like Black Panther, I was like, yeah, see it. Ant-Man, I was like, just don't watch it because you're not gonna. Because like my dad is a very like casual like watcher of the MCU. Like he's seen all of them and he likes them, but he's not like desperate to see them in the cinema. Yeah, he's not desperate to see them in the cinema. So like, if it's a good one, I'll tell him to see it. And I feel like that's the problem. You need.
Would you say watch Guardians?
Only because he doesn't like the first two. I don't think. I don't know. I need to. Yeah, I don't know. But
need to speak with him on that one. Have a word.
But yeah, I think they need the Marvels to do. I don't think the Marvels is going to do very well.
No, I think the Marvels will do terribly. I think the Marvels will do just as, if not worse, than Ant-Man.
I think it'll do better than that. I think if it's good, it will do better than Ant-Man.
Well, yeah, if it's good, it'll probably be better than Ant-Man. But
is it going to be? I mean, the director's done some good stuff. I think she did. She did the new Candyman, which was okay. I saw that. I thought it was a bit of a mess towards the end, but she's done other stuff. I think she did. What did she do? I should look it up now. It's so unprofessional.
She didn't do. Who did the first one?
Like these two directors, like Ryan Fleck and Anna Boden, I think.
These two directors that I don't know their name. Here's their names.
I don't know, but I think we got the Marvels, and then Captain America. I feel like Captain America is the first one that they can look at what went wrong with Ant-Man and change it. The Marvels was too late. The Marvels is a lost cause.
But what went wrong with Ant-Man? It was just a bad film. It was bad dialogue, bad characters.
Yeah, because they probably rushed it.
I think what happened was they had a completely different story. Peyton Reed probably had a completely different thing that he wanted to do, and then they were like, "No, we need to do multiverse stuff
Ant-Man
now."
and the Wasp came out in 2018, and I feel like
Not that was good.
No, but I feel like as soon as
significantly better than that.
What?
It was better than Quantumania.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the other way around. As soon as I feel like they finished one film, they immediately talk about the next.
What? What? Sorry, I blanked out there.
What?
Worse than Quantumania? You were so shocked at my statement there.
Yeah, that's what you said. I was like,
you were going to hit me.
And I feel like same with Doctor Strange, where straight after they started talking with Scott Derrickson, and he wanted to do that like horror thing. But then they were like,
that would have been good. I think that would have been.
And
so
then they were
good.
like, no, we need to do the multiverse, and he was like,
but why? It didn't even like.
But Peyton Reed is the most like bland. Okay, I'll say he's the most bland director. He did direct 2 very good episodes of Mandalorian, or at least one. He directed the season 2 finale. So, but
that was Peyton Reed.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not. Really
I thought that was Taika Waititi, or was that season 1?
That's season 1 finale.
Oh.
So, but I feel like he would have just been like, I'll just do another movie.
But also directing an episode of TV that's been written by someone else.
Yeah.
And has a very stylistic.
But the problem is with Quantumania as well, they hired the writer from it to write Kang Dynasty before They hired the guy who wrote Multiverse of Madness to write sequels, and the guy who wrote Quantum Mania to write Kang Dynasty.
God, we are not in for a good ride.
We're not in for a good, but I think... But also the guy that wrote Multiverse of Madness wrote Loki, and Loki's really good.
What, all of Loki?
Yeah.
I don't know. Loki is good, but...
Loki is so good. Loki's the best MCU show.
Wait, so Loki writer did... Loki writer? Loki writer...
Did Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, so that is better, though, than Quantumania.
Yeah. And the guy who's writing Kang Dynasty just saying, oh yeah, Daredevil's going to be in it, and... Huh?
Roting.
Shut up, that's how I said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think... I don't think I think they're going to think, oh, because Guardians 3's doing well and everyone loves it, we're fine. But they're not. Because it's so isolated.
It's just...
And it's just its own thing. Guardians is like its kind of...
But it's also James Gunn, and they're obviously not going to get James Gunn now.
Because I think he has said that he was like, yeah, like if they're going to do a fourth one, that'd be great.
He said he wants the Guardians to continue.
And he gave them a new...
Do you think Rocket and Groot are going to come back, though?
100%. I think if anyone does, it'll be Rocket and Groot. I mean, Dave Bautista said he's not going to do it anymore. He probably will.
I think what would be good is if we saw the Guardians again. It's the new team, but if we go to nowhere, we can see that Drax is just like taking care of some kids. So he doesn't need to be in it for long, or they could just be like, oh yeah, he's got a family, so he's just he's retired.
Yeah, like he met someone and they adopted one of the girls, like one of those girls together. Yeah.
Or he's the dad. He could be the dad of the girl in the Guardians.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of like kids going on in MCU now. Like
that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Black Panther that's got his son.
Is Thor going to come back as well though? That's not Guardians related at all, but
we're not talking about Guardians. Barely reviewed it. Thor. I mean, he must do. I think Thor will probably die in like.
Because did you hear that he didn't know that Thor Will Return was going to come up?
Did it say that?
Yeah, it said that at the end, and apparently they did an interview with Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth, and they were like, "We didn't know they put that in there."
Yeah, but it's just Chris Hemsworth's contract probably. I think
his contract's done. I think
he will be in Kang Dynasty and will die. Got the voice correct. It's embarrassing.
But he's got a kid now.
No, but
they could just leave Thor now.
But Thor's the only character they can kill, and it's like, damn, they just killed one of the like OG. Because
does anyone care after Love and Thunder?
I think you can bring it back.
Thor is such a bad character.
It's only after one misstep.
Think about
how dull he was before Ragnarok.
Yeah, but
Thor in Infinity War was like peak. Like he is.
God, do you want to speak over me again, mate?
Did I? Sorry.
Did it 3 times in a row. Getting carried away.
It's Marvel. I love it.
I don't even know what I was talking about.
Sorry, I feel bad now. No, you were saying like, does anyone even care about Thor?
Yeah, but they needed to keep Thor in because he was like the Trinity, but he's not that anymore.
That was like, he's the only character they made a fourth movie of, and it was shit. Because at the start they were like, we're only doing trilogies.
I don't know why. To be fair, they might have done that though, because the first two Thor film, I quite like the first Thor film actually.
Yeah.
The second one is terrible.
Ragnarok's kind of like a new breath of life.
Yeah, and that was Waititi, and then I think they wanted to do a fourth one just because. I think if the fourth one was good,
5 would be already on the way.
Yeah, and then it would be the like Taika trilogy.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to do before Love and Thunder, but then when Love and Thunder came out, like, and he's doing Star Wars, and maybe
he's not doing Star Wars anymore.
No, he is.
Is he?
Well, they said he is.
When was the last time they confirmed that? 4 years ago.
Should we talk about Star Wars? I feel like we keep talking about
the eagerness.
We're never going to stop talking about Marvel.
Mate, Star Wars needs to be a separate episode.
True.
I will talk about Star Wars for hours.
Let's veto that for next week, guys. Next week. But what about Captain America?
Man, next week's probably going to be DC. Because Joe.
Because of Joe?
Yeah, if we watch Dark Knight.
Well, what do you think about Captain America and Thunderbolts? Because I feel like they're coming out right after each other, and they're very like...
Well, Thunderbolts, I haven't seen Black Widow.
So it's basically Black Widow too, so you can't really say.
I probably won't watch Black Widow either. I can't be bothered, and I've seen clips from it, and it does not look very good.
You know, the first 40 minutes of Black Widow, you'll watch it, you'll be like... Well, you won't watch it, but if you did, you'd be like, oh, you'd be like, this isn't bad.
I just don't care. I honestly just don't care, because she's dead.
It is probably the most irrelevant MCU movie they've ever made.
Yeah, it's just so, like... Why am I going to go watch a film about a person that's just died? Like, they should have just put it before Endgame.
Release it in, like, 2017 or something.
Yeah, they should have just done it with like when they were doing all the
Also,
original
like,
ones.
when people talk about like, oh, the MCU's been this and that, like no one even remembers Black Widow came out.
Black Widow would have been perfect around Civil War.
Oh, just after, yeah.
Yeah, but it just for some reason they didn't do that, and now what? And I just don't care. I just have no desire to see a dead character.
Fair. I don't blame you. I mean,
And
like you've already seen, yeah,
I love Taskmaster, but
it's not.
yeah, apparently, apparently he's rubbish. She's rubbish.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not. I mean, I don't know. Like when that reveal happened, that it was that guy's daughter. Whatever, I was just like, okay. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what daughter. I don't know what guy.
She's like Taskmaster's like the main villain.
Dave Bautista.
No.
What's his name?
That's her dad. That's Black Widow's dad, like adopted dad.
Dave Bautista?
No, David Harbour.
Oh, David Harbour.
No, the main villain, his daughter is Taskmaster. And when that reveal happened, I was like, I don't have any connection to Taskmaster in the comics. I don't really care. But it must be her again in Thunderbolts.
Yeah, of course it will. But Thunderbolts is such a boring lineup.
Movie to make, yeah.
No, it's not even that. It's just like, I think, how many characters are in Thunderbolts? 5.
Ghost, Bucky, Yelena, Red Guardian, David Harbour.
Is that it? No, there's definitely more.
Taskmaster. 5? Is there not more?
So one of those people has an interesting power, and that's Ghost. And then the other 4...
But also, like, not that interesting.
No, I wouldn't mind seeing more Ghost.
I don't mind. Who have we got? Yeah, but they're all just Captain America. There's 3 Captain Americas in there.
Literally.
And one of them doesn't even have Captain America powers.
She smells, right? Taskmaster. Taskmaster, like, it has smell? Have I heard that wrong?
No, Taskmaster's meant to, like mimic fighting patterns.
Yeah, that's in the comics, but I heard that she, like, can smell things.
Mate, I don't remember. But you've got, Taskmaster, God, I mean, basically a blank slate. Is it John Walker?
Yeah.
US agent. I like
He's
him
an interesting character.
Yeah.
He could be good if like he goes rogue or something, goes too far.
And then Bucky, I think you had to have Bucky in there.
Do you think one of these people is going to die? Like in Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I mean, it's just because I heard someone say like it's just 3 Captain Americas.
She's going to be like the Nick Fury though. What's her name?
Delegra De Fontana or something, I don't know.
The woman that's recruiting them all.
Yeah.
She's just going to be the Nick Fury.
They're trying to like pepper her in, but I feel like no one's noticed. Everyone just pops up and was like, oh yeah.
The only time I was interested, she was in Black Widow, right? She went and got Yelena. But the only time I was interested is when she went and got US Agent.
I think it was interesting the relationship with her and Agent Ross in Black Panther.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What about Blade? I feel like Blade just needs to come out and be good.
Oh, well, apparently it's not.
He's changed directors like 2 or 3 times, and I think apparently Mahershala Ali is just like, I'm not doing this if it's going to be shit.
Yeah,
like I'm going to do this, which I don't blame him because he's like fucking
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, literally. Like the fact that they got him is kind of nuts.
Well, he was in Luke Cage.
Yeah,
but Luke Cage. I think the first season of Luke Cage is great.
Yeah, well, the first half is really good. Second half's alright.
I don't remember. I just remember really enjoying it.
Fantastic Four. It seems like we're gonna get that cast. I think at Comic Con.
What do you think of the rumored casting? Have you heard all of them?
Paul Mescal is Johnny Storm. I don't see
that is the weirdest casting because I love Paul Mescal. I think he's a great actor.
I don't see him wanting to do Marvel.
I don't see him wanting to do Marvel, but also he plays these like super anxious, quiet,
I can't imagine
recluse characters. Yeah. And what he's gonna play like this confident ego
arsehole.
Yeah, like that's so weird. I mean,
but I guess he's not like. But Michael B. Jordan wasn't that in the Fantastic movie.
He was more so than
Paul Mescal is.
Connell in
Normal People.
God, that is not
After Sun crying in the bedroom.
Yeah,
but I think Adam Driver is a good choice.
I like Adam. I
want Adam Driver to do
after 65. He's riding that high.
Yeah, God. We'll do a special episode for that. Don't worry.
God, for 65, that'd be 5 minutes long.
Terrible, boring. Wanted to leave halfway through.
God, that is so bad. That film.
Not even the worst. That was worse than Quantumania, wasn't it? That was the worst movie.
It was just boring. It
felt like about 2.5 hours.
The good thing about that is it was so short.
It felt long.
It did feel long. we all just turned to each other halfway through. Should we go? Should we go? We didn't, but we should have.
But yeah, I think I like Adam Driver's. I think, like, he was obviously it kind of surprised me that he did a big franchise. He's going to do another one, but also I feel like
that Adam Driver is a very franchise actor now. I think. Like, could you imagine Paul Mescal doing?
He's done like Marriage Story.
No, I agree. But could you imagine Paul Mescal doing 65?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Adam Driver is like, he's like an actor and he's like a movie star.
Yeah, that's so true. Whereas
Well, I feel like he tried to be a movie star for 65 and it didn't work.
Margot Robbie is Invisible Woman as well. I don't really like that.
I don't like that. I think Jodie Comer's a very good choice.
I think they need to go younger as well.
What, younger than Adam Driver? Adam Driver. I feel like Adam Driver's probably like 40, but he seems like he could be.
How
like
old is Adam
40.
Driver? Give that a search.
Adam Driver.
He's
got to be 40.
39. That's too old. He's not going to want to play Reed Richards for 10 years.
Robert Downey Jr. played him. Robert Downey Jr. is probably the same age. Robert Downey Jr.
Oh my god.
Age.
58.
He's 58 now. So in 2008 he was, 43. When he finished playing, he was.
I just think they should be a bit younger.
Is he going to be a Reed for 10?
They peaked in casting when they did the original Fantastic Four from 2002 or whenever it was. That was
2002. Jesus.
It was like was it 2005?
2005, yeah.
Oh.
Or 2004 maybe.
I'm
just going to shuffling on this audio.
doesn't matter.
What about? And then did you hear Mila Kunis with The Thing?
Yeah, I heard about that. I don't.
It's random.
Weirdly enough, I kind of see it as The Thing. I see her as The Thing. I don't see her as Ben Grimm.
Well, she's not Ben Grimm, is she?
I think they're fully thinking of. They must be thinking of gender swapping her.
Well, that's what I mean.
No, but
it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same-ish because I mean it doesn't.
But also,
it doesn't matter.
They kind of need to make Ben Grimm Jewish. I think.
Is he Jewish in the comics?
He's based. Jack Kirby's always like he sees himself in Ben Grimm, and Jack Kirby was Jewish, and I think purely they just want to like avoid controversy, right?
Yeah, but he's not been Jewish twice in the movies, and I don't think anyone.
Yeah, but that was. Well, Fan Forstick had bigger issues than the Thing not being Jewish. And the first one, no one would have cared.
Should we rewatch that? Mate, that movie's terrible.
Double bill 65 and Fan Forstick.
At least they're both short. Pretty getting both out
Forstick short?
It's like an hour and 35 minutes. Fantastic Four 2015. How long is it?
An
1 hour 40. So it's pretty like 135 with credits.
What a great cast that is, though.
Why is such a waste? I think
I just recast them.
Are they not going to be back in Deadpool 3? I think I heard they are. I think the original Fantastic Four is back.
Yeah, I would prefer that. But I if they just said, we're just going to use the Fan Forstick cast, I'll be like, that's great.
But I think
keep the CGI for the Thing as well.
I think Adam Driver's good, and he seems like a lock. The reports are that he's a lock now.
Well, apparently, Adam Driver's like. I think they've all just been like sent the offer, apart from Mila Kunis.
There was a report the other day that Adam Driver's accepted it.
Oh, okay. I think Paul Mescal would reject it.
I don't see why he'd even consider it. It just doesn't seem like his role.
No, to be honest, I don't know if I want to see him in any MCU stuff.
Because ages ago it seemed like.
I think he's just too far apart from that.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, just. It just doesn't give me that vibe.
No,
some actors fit it so well and he just doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't at all.
He doesn't about him. Like, he's
I think he's the best actor of his in his age category.
I mean, I don't know who else you group him in with.
He's like how old? He's like early 20s, I think.
Is he?
I think he's very young.
Anyway, because I feel like a while ago it was like it was Penn Badgley. He's 27.
Oh, he's 27.
But
okay, I mean that's still very young.
Yeah, I feel like a while ago it was Penn Badgley seemed like he was going to be the one, and Jodie Comer.
Again. Penn Badgley, I don't see.
But Mila Kunis said, I don't know, because Mila Kunis said Did she
say something about it?
She said she knows who Sue Storm is. I think.
When did she say that?
I swear she did, but because apparently they offered her that, she said no, and then apparently she was like maybe she was more interested in being the Thing.
She does sort of. I don't know. Weirdly, I can't.
No, mate, it's going to be Jason Segel. I'm telling you.
I would love it to be Jason Segel.
Oh, mate, I fucking love that guy. Yeah, she let it slip. Yeah, she knows who is in. Yeah, she said she knows who's Sue Storm.
I think
no one else has been reported apart from Jodie Comer for that, and Margot Robbie. Oh, if it's mate, don't be Margot
Margot Robbie wouldn't be good.
I wouldn't know. I don't know. She's too Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's true. And also just I feel like she need again, like her roles don't fit Sue Storm.
Margot Robbie's too not like
Loud.
confident. Yeah.
Not in a bad way at all, but Sue Storm is like very I think she's like very quiet and like but smart. Like
I feel like her and Reed Richards are such like a nerdy little couple.
yeah, but Reed Richards is a horrible person.
I feel like Adam Driver could easily pull that off though.
Yeah, Marriage Story. Just play him in Marriage Story.
Yeah.
That is a good Reed Richards.
Cast Scarlett Johansson as Sue Storm.
Bring her back.
But yeah, Johnny Storm.
But you know what I don't get?
done.
What pisses me off is why did they cast John Krasinski?
I think it was just
Terrible idea.
what to then not use him.
Yeah. I think that was just it was weird. It's
I do
confusing.
wonder how that conversation went.
Yeah, we want you to be in this. We want you to be Mr. Fantastic for one movie for about 10, like not even 10 minutes.
But he might have only agreed to that because of that.
Because he thought what? Because he knew it was going to be short.
He might have thought, yeah, like everyone wants me to do it. It would be fun to be in
John
one of these
Krasinski, I
movies.
think, would be very up for playing Mr. Fantastic.
I feel like he wants to. He's not done much acting. He's more directing. Like ever since Quiet Place, he's
Nah, he's in
Kind of just-
he's doing Jack Reacher.
Jack
Right.
Ryan.
Jack Ryan,
I don't
sorry.
think he's doing that anymore.
Yeah, he made a new one, didn't he?
Yeah, but like that was like 2 years ago, I think.
Um,
But yeah, I think the cast. I think Comic Con's going to be. I think we thought they'd announce it at was it D20? Yeah, D22.
yeah, that's what
year.
I thought it was going to be.
But I think Comic
When
Con
is
this
Comic
year.
Con?
It's always like July, isn't it?
That's come around so quickly.
Yeah, mate, it's crazy. I think July you'll get the Fantastic Four cast. You'll probably get like a trailer for like Captain America, but we probably won't see that to the public.
Mate, speak up a bit.
Sorry?
Speak up a bit.
Oh, has it been really quiet the whole time? Fuck. No, if it's ruined.
No.
What are the other
Let it slip.
films? MCU films. What's after is it Blade? And then
Blade, mate, I just don't think Blade is ever coming out.
It's Fantastic Four, and then Kang Dynasty.
When is Fantastic Four? February.
February.
Next,
It's
or
2
2
years
years.
away. It's like a year and a half.
That's too long. I love Fantastic
Yeah, because
Four.
it all got delayed. It was meant to be end of next year, but now Deadpool's taking that spot. I mean,
End of next year.
Deadpool, I think Deadpool will make loads of money and will just be so good.
Have you seen the Adam Project?
No.
I haven't either.
Great.
I don't know. Well, I've seen
Because
like
of Sean Levy.
yeah.
Yeah, but Free Guy's really good though.
Free Guy's not really good.
Free Guy's so good.
Nah, that is not Deadpool-y Free Guy.
But I think with Ryan Reynolds, you need someone that he likes collaborating with.
that's true. That's true.
And Hugh Jackman's done movies with him as well. I feel like
What else has Sean Levy done apart
Real
from?
Steel.
Oh my god! Well, that is a masterpiece. So
Mate, don't be too pretentious. God.
he did a bit of Stranger Things.
This
Didn't
is
he?
movie chat, not film chat. Night in the Museum, all three.
Cheaper by the dozen. This is a weird Deadpool director.
It's obviously because Ryan Reynolds about
Done loads of kids films.
It's been covered 53 minutes.
Yeah, well, I don't know when to stop.
I can't stop.
Free Guy 2, is that official?
I think they want them to do it, but I think there's a report that like, they didn't really know. Will there be a Free Guy 2 movie?
I
Can't
don't
really
know.
know. Release
Oh, it's
date
Disney,
for a
isn't it?
potential big- It doesn't happen.
Mate, I think if they sign off, I think if Disney said, yeah, go ahead, they would make that.
But what else do you think they're going to announce? Should they announce Spider-Man 4 at Comic-Con?
No. I think they're going to keep Spider-Man 4 really quiet for ages.
Why?
Because they did it with Spider-Man No Way Home. Sony,
No, but they announced. Yeah, but mate, the thing is,
they announced it early, but the trailer didn't come out till like a couple months
I'm not
before.
saying a trailer.
No, I know you're not saying a trailer, but they keep Spider-Man so quiet until I know it's a video game, but the Spider-Man 2 is meant to be coming out in like 3 or 4 months, and they've showed nothing. And I think
True.
Sony just like to keep Spider-Man quiet.
I think No Way Home for obvious reasons.
Yeah, but all of it.
But the thing is, all the Spider-Man movies came out because it was 2017, 2019, 2021. The next one's not going to be till at least 2025.
I think when they announced Spider-Man 4, they announced Spider-Man trilogy. Another one. I think. Yeah.
Or you know what they could do? Announce Spider-Man 4, bring out the guys playing Miles Morales. Because
I don't think Miles Morales should be in Spider-Man 4.
I think he'll be in it tiny bit. Spider-Man 5, he'll be a bigger character. Spider-Man 6 will be both of them. It will be both of them, and then Tom Holland will die. That's my prediction.
I think it's Tom Holland's Spider-Man is too young to have a Miles Morales.
Think about Spider-Man 4's not even out yet. He's been playing him for 7 years.
Unless they do Spider-Man 4 where he's like halfway through college already, but they won't do that.
Yeah.
They'll do it. He's just joined college.
But
no, actually they can't. Are they going to go back in time in the MCU then?
How?
Like, are they going to jump back to just after No Way Home?
How is it not just after No Way Home?
What do you mean? How is it just not?
How are they going to be jumping back?
Well, if they make Spider-Man 4 in like 2 years' time, let's say, and it releases in 2 years' time, are they going to set it just after No Way Home? Or are they going to set it...
Well, they've got to do it, because obviously he's going to be... Because apparently rumour is he's going to be the leader of the Avengers in Kang Dynasty. He's going to be the main character. Yeah. So they've got to do it before then. That means next year. There's a rumour it was next year. Next summer.
I don't like him leading the Avengers.
No.
I want him to pop up and sort of be reluctant to join them.
Doctor Strange needs to lead the Avengers. But they've got this slate. They've got
Captain America.
They've got this Phase 6 slate, because Phase 5... Phase 5, we have the full thing, because that's got like Agatha Harkness show and all that.
Yes.
So we're here. We've done that. Secret Invasion's next. Looks really good, and we got Loki this year as well. Echo, Ironheart, I don't care about.
No, neither.
Daredevil, I can't wait, but it's so long away. Agatha Covenant of Chaos, like, why?
Do you know what I was thinking? I feel like they... Do you think they're gonna make like a Mantis thing?
I think she'll just show up in something else. I think a lot of the Guardians will.
But how are they making an Agatha show and not something about Mantis?
True. Because
like,
Catherine Hahn is quite a big actor.
So?
But they've got this Phase 6 phase slate to fill out, and think about it. Shang-Chi 2 will be in here.
Yeah, he will be.
Shang-Chi 2...
But do you think... Because the same director that did Shang-Chi is doing...
I think he probably... No, he's doing Kang Dynasty.
Do you think he's going to do Shang-Chi 2?
I hope so, but I don't think so.
Kang Dynasty?
He can't do it that quickly. Kang Dynasty's filming next year. They'd have to film Shang-Chi 2. Mate, it's coming out in 2 years. 2 years... From 2 years from now, we will have seen Kang Dynasty.
That's mad.
It is a bit nuts. But they've got...
When did they announce all this?
It was Comic-Con last year.
Okay, so that is a very quick turnaround, to be fair. 3 years.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, we've got... Because movies that need sequels, we need Shang-Chi 2, Doctor Strange... Apparently they want Doctor Strange 2 before... Because I feel like Kang Dynasty and sequels won't be as much Infinity War Endgame as a two-part. I think Kang Dynasty will end, and it will kind of wrap up.
Yeah,
and then there'll be a few movies, and then sequel Wars, something big will happen again.
But do you think...
Or do you think Kang Dynasty will end?
Do you think Kang Dynasty, like, would, like, finish Kang, and then Secret Wars will be a different villain?
Doctor Doom, maybe. But then are they going to introduce Doctor Doom quick enough?
I think they would... Well, I think Black Panther would have been such a good time to just put him in just at the end.
Yeah, I think they didn't want to, because it was like a tribute to Chadwick Boseman and stuff. They didn't want to...
Oh, cloud it.
Distract it, yeah.
Fair enough.
But I think... The rumour was that Shang-Chi 2 will be in the start of 2025, or probably later now because of the delays, and then I think Spider-Man 4 will be next year.
Next year? No
Actually,
way.
No, there's no way.
You joking?
No,
it'll be 2025.
It'll be next Christmas.
I don't think they're going to keep doing it at Christmas. I think it'll be a summer release next.
Because there was rumoured that it was July 16th next year, but I think Captain America has taken that date.
I mean, to be fair, out of the whole MCU, Spider-Man's what I care the most about.
Yeah, so... But also, Sony have no movies on the horizon. Apart from El Muerto.
El Muerto's been... Have you seen?
It's not been cancelled.
The
Don't say
production
that.
has stopped.
No. My favourite movie. When's Morbius 2 coming out?
Venom 3 is still happening, though.
I think that's filming. Is that not filming now?
I'm surprised they're actually making that.
It was confirmed for release in summer 2024. Oh. What was that?
This summer? Well, I don't think that's happening. Next year.
What date did I even say? Was it even? Is it not really
July? I think you said.
Right. Have you ever seen Let There Be Carnage? Have you?
I haven't. No.
How dare?
I've seen the post-credit scene of it.
Of course you have. Venom 3.
I was gonna watch it, but I was either gonna watch that or Shang-Chi, and I was like, I'm not gonna pick Venom 2 over Shang-Chi.
Oh, fair enough.
Do you think Spider-Man will be in Venom 3?
Well, that's the thing, because after like Venom 2, everyone was like, oh, they're finally gonna bring them together, but now they're obviously not. Like, Venom will be.
God, what a stupid post-credit scene that was.
And then you get the Morbius post-credit scenes, which are even worse.
Yeah, but that's just dead.
I think it was something to do with Spider-Man. Oh, intriguing.
God, that is so sad that Michael Keaton agreed to do
Dragged into that.
Agreed to do that.
They pretty went to him. They went, you just did that thing with Batman. They was like, yeah. They were like, basically, we're going to do the same but with Vulture. And he's like, how much you paying me? $1 million? Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
One scene, perfect.
Hope the first better in
Probably
this joint.
didn't even see Jared Leto.
Mate, obviously he didn't.
Do you even see his face in that?
No, because he doesn't open the mask.
It wasn't even him.
No,
it was his voice.
He recorded it in like a studio somewhere.
From home, probably.
Yeah, mate, of course it wasn't him. It's all CGI.
I can't remember. I thought he took his mask off in it.
What do you mean you can't remember?
That was terrible. That's dead, though.
But that's
yeah,
Sony
Madam Web is coming out.
Oh, mate. If that's what they say it's about, that's going to be sick.
Yeah, and also
Like
what's...
Terminator, but with Spider-Man.
Madam Web is coming out, and then they've got another one.
El Muerto.
No, there was another one.
But to be fair, they've got across Spider-Verse and beyond Spider-Verse as well. So
do you think that's going to tie in to anything?
I mean, they've already referenced No Way Home.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was kind of just like
Yeah, I think so too.
But I think it will.
What's after Madam Web? I know there's something after Madam Web.
Let's look up Sony Spider-Man.
What was their universe called? Spunk or something?
Spunk. I think it's Sony Pictures Universe and Marvel characters, so it's SPUM.
Spum? That is disgusting. Spum.
Spunk will be better.
It probably would be.
Oh my god.
Spum. Why don't they just shorten it?
Craven.
Craven.
With
Apparently.
the Rhino.
The Rhino.
Do you want to know why they call me the Rhino? Apparently he says that in the trailer from CinemaCon.
Oh, right. Apparently that was a really good trailer, though, I heard. Apparently it's, like, brutal. He rips a guy's face off or something, apparently.
Let's see.
Spum are going hard.
Sony is developing a number of blah, blah, blah. Craven the Hunter in 2023. I think that was meant to be January this year, but now it's...
January this year?
The guy that directed some shit movies.
What?
All is lost. Oh no, I got confused. Triple Frontier I actually really liked. Okay, maybe it might be right then.
What about the Madam Web director?
Madam Web's next year. I think Madam
Is that before Craven?
No, so Craven the Hunter's ended this year. Madam Web is...
Oh, the Spum universe is really coming together.
The director, S.J. Clarkson, what else has she done? Oh, she's done a lot of TV shows.
Oh, Heroes is apparently really good.
Dexter.
What season of Heroes did she do?
I don't know. I can't remember what to check.
Alright.
That's February next year. And then we've got Venom 3.
Venom 3
and then Spider-Man Noir.
Is that...
TV
Oh, yeah.
series,
Is that going to happen, though?
Which isn't Peter Parker.
You know what? What is annoying, though, is they've got all the Spider-Man. Like, in the comics, Spider-Man is definitely the person with the most variants. And they're making a film about Morbius and El Muerto. Why are they doing his villains? Just do like spin-offs of different Spider-Man.
But also, like, they're building this in the six, but right, it's Vulture, Venom, Morbius.
3 strong contenders so far.
Who else?
Who else?
Craven, who's not a bad guy.
Venom, did you already say Venom?
Venom, Morbius, Vulture, maybe Carnage? Maybe.
Nah, Carnage.
But he's
did Carnage
dead.
not die?
Yeah, but like, it doesn't matter, does it?
Well, not in the Spum universe.
Anything's possible.
Anything goes.
Yeah, but like,
I don't think the Sinister Six. I don't think anything's going to happen with that.
mate, of course it's not. Those post-credit scenes are horrid.
But what? They're still making Madam Web and they're still making Craven the Hunter, and surely...
Yeah, but Madam Web's not a villain. She's just a character.
Did they not plan to tie this all together, though?
I don't know. But it all takes place in the same universe.
No, Morbius
I feel
and
like
Venom.
Morbius... Yeah, they take place in the same universe.
God, thank God.
I feel like Morbius will show up in Venom 3. God.
No, Morbius is not going to make another appearance.
Yeah, Morbius 2. It's Morbin time. Jared Leto confirmed.
I sent you that video, didn't I?
Mate, that was like a year ago.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Still.
I think you sent me it, yeah. Glad you got the credit. For showing me that famous not famous video, but...
Mate, that was Jared Leto posted that from his TikTok account.
God.
I love Jared Leto.
I think the
He's
Sony universe is dead. And also, Kevin Feige was pretty like, stop trying to connect this to our world. We don't want it. Go away.
Trying to cut it off.
Oh my god.
Sony, like, if you want to keep using Spider-Man, spam an MCU.
The acronym SPUMC.
Spunk. The crossover everyone's been waiting for. Spunk and MCU.
Right, what's your prediction of the year that we get the DC Marvel crossover? I reckon it'll be 2032. And then
I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm telling you,
I don't think
DC will start off strong, but the superhero thing will die out too soon for them to do anything with it. They'll do one big event, it'll be good, and then they'll be like, we need to cancel this out. James Gunn and Kevin Feige will meet, and they'll be like, we need to do this. Because...
Well, to end it.
Yeah. But the thing is, imagine at that point how many different versions. You're going to have like 10 Batmans and like 4 Spider-Mans fighting each other. And then Jared Leto's going to be there just like...
It's Morbin time. Yeah, Spunk try getting on the party. The Kevin Feige, James Gunn meeting. And then who's the head of Spunk?
Amy Pascal.
No, she sat down, didn't she?
I don't think so.
God, she should...
Jared Leto will be leading.
Still like disgraceful discharge.
He'll be like looking into the interview.
No, but Amy Pascal...
Like, Jared, go away, you're not being in this movie. He'll be like, I want a Joker versus Morbius fight.
Oh my God, the Jared Leto universe. Nah, but I honestly think with the way Sony's going, they might just say, Jared Leto, you can have the Spunk universe. Do what you want with it.
Spunk.
It'll
be the Jared Leto universe of Marvel characters. Oh my God.
I don't think DC and Marvel will cross over. I think it will die out before them. I think James Gunn will be
I think as soon as they know it's dying out, they'll be like, we need to do this.
I think James Gunn will be at DC for about 10 years. And then I think
think it's going to go for 10 years?
I think 10 years.
You think the MCU's going to go another 10 years?
Mate, how much have they got planned for DC?
Yeah, but you think the MCU's... Mate, I'm sorry, but DC won't survive without the MCU.
MCU?
Unless it's... The DCU has to be one very good and one very different to Marvel.
Yeah, it does. But how different can they go?
That's the thing, yeah.
Unless they make it really dark and gritty, like Zack Snyder successfully did.
We have the Spunk. That's all we need.
We have Spunk. That'll go on for a minute.
Because Craven's going to come out. It's going to make no money. It's going to be shit. And then they're going to be like, oh, what are the post-credit scenes of Craven going to be?
You know what? What will kill Marvel is probably Sony.
Morbius and Vulture showing up to Craven's hut in the woods. We got an idea.
Spider-Man's there. Tom Holland reluctantly in this. No, but there was a point where Tom Holland was just going to go off and do his own thing, though.
Yeah, and then they fought, and then he called Bob Iger, and he was drunk and was like, please don't let that happen. Imagine if that had happened. We wouldn't have got No
I'm
Way
kind
Home.
of interested to know what... I think
we would have got No Way Home, but we would have got it...
Just a different way.
No, it would have been exactly the same.
It would have been like...
It would have Strange in it.
Yeah, Tom Holland would have somehow like fell through a portal and ended up in like the Toby or the Andrew universe.
And Jared Leto would have been.
And Jared Leto would have turned up in the post-credit scene.
Do you remember we all thought Andrew Garfield was going to be in the Morbius post-credit scene? That's why they delayed it.
That was the only reason I watched Morbius.
Just in case. Yeah, but you knew by then.
Yeah, I knew.
You knew what the post-credit scenes were.
I think I watched the last screening of Morbius. I could. I think it was the last screening Cineworld did. And I watched it on Screen X. It didn't turn on. Paid £4 extra for it.
Oh my god.
But DC and Marvel, I don't think it will happen. I think it'll be too... By the time they want to do it, it's going to be dead, and it's just going to be too complicated and long to figure out.
Did you ever hear that, like, back in, like, when they were doing all the Amazing Spider-Man stuff, they planned a Tobey and Andrew movie?
Yeah, I heard that.
So glad that didn't happen.
No, but...
No Way Home is best case scenario. The only other way it can be better is if it was the whole movie. Like you said at the start, something happens and he ends up in their universe.
How long do you think it'll be before those three reunite?
Secret Wars. Mate, they're going to be in Secret Wars. It's been reported.
Do you not think it'll happen before that?
No, no. In what? Unless they're in... No, they'll be in either Across or Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Okay, fair. Okay.
But not live action.
I think to end it, a good way...
To end what?
The pod.
The pod?
The pod, mate.
God, wrapping up quickly.
Best way... Wrapping up quickly, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. It's at 10:30.
10:30. Oh God, I've got work in the morning. Yeah.
When do you think the superheroes will die? When do you think the MCU will end? Because I've got predictions set.
2026 is the end of the multiverse saga.
Yep.
I don't think that'll be late. I think Kang Dynasty and Event and sequels will be very successful because they're Avengers movies, and it's only 2 years away. That's not enough time for people to completely stop caring. I think then they will do a lot of X-Men stuff. And that'll be the focus, and then they might do like Galactus.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because phases 1 to 3 culminated, it took them 10 years, but that was one saga. This next saga is only 4 years or 6. It's like
so short.
6 years. I reckon like 2030.
Mid 2030s.
2032.
Okay.
I think you'll have a lot of X-Men.
I think after the multiverse saga, they're gonna do a soft reboot. They're gonna
that's
because
not a
it's
bad
getting
shout,
too long, and that no one
that is not a bad shout.
They can do a soft reboot, and that's gonna go one of two ways. after that, no one will care because it'll be like, what's the point?
No, but it's going to be X-Men heavy. We know that. Because the only reason they're not in it yet is because they can't, like, the X-Men contracts are, so if you use Professor X in a film now, it has to be James McAvoy, unless you ask Patrick Stewart, I think. Like, it has to be, like, I think...
Has to be the original
characters. It has to be the original ones, yeah. Because I think there's a certain amount of time it has to last for. So they can't... Like, because we already know we're getting X-Men. Miss Marvel's a mutant. Like, that's the first indication. Namor's a mutant. Like, it's coming. They just can't really do it yet. And I think the X-Men, there's so many... Because I don't think they're going to just do an X-Men movie. I think there'll be a Wolverine movie.
I think that will be another phase. I think it'll be a mutant phase.
The mutant saga.
Yeah.
That's what I think it'll be.
Yeah, not phase saga.
So, but yeah, that's my prediction. Like,
I think soft reboot after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
And then it's either going to get a new audience or the old audience will fall off. And then I think it would just sort of peter out after that.
I think it would slowly peter out, but...
I think about 2030.
It'll be interesting to see,
it'd
be interesting to see what the state of the superhero thing is by the time sequels come out, because we would have had about a year and a half of the new
And do we have
DCU.
anything really good coming out?
Deadpool 3.
That is it.
Spider-Man 4.
We don't know if
Superman.
that's going to be good.
Just DC.
DC's exciting, but
proper
very easily
DC
could
stuff.
go wrong.
Yeah, but...
It has before.
God, I think that's enough.
Yeah.
An hour and 11 minutes. We've covered a lot.
You made it to the end.
We started God it and ended on the SPUMC.
every time it ends
God, listening to that must be like a nightmare, just constantly diverging.
rattling around. God, yeah, if you could even follow, you need like a mind map.
It's like that meme with the guy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
follow it.
First episode of the movie chat.
Nice.
I think it went really well.
Yeah.
We could never talk about superhero movies again.
No.
Star Wars is next episode.
Once a year.
Next week, we're talking about the new Star Wars movies that were announced, and also The Mandalorian. Maybe
I've not seen it.
Never mind. I'll talk about The Mandalorian for a bit.
No, but I don't want it spoiled. Can we talk about The Last of Us?
Have you finished it yet?
No, I watched the episode where he shoots... Oh, spoilers. He shoots the kid and then shoots himself in the head.
Oh, mate.
And I am captivated.
Rough. Mate. That episode, from then on, I was like, God, it's like this... The penultimate episode, oh my God.
I've played the game, so I know what happens, but...
Yeah.
Anyway. We'll see what happens next week. Or whenever.
Good. Well...
Nice, alright.
Guys, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed. Bye.